We're at the Jewish Museum of Maryland, which along with the Baltimore Jewish Council, holds annual workshops for Maryland's public and private educators to help them learn to teach about the Holocaust. I'm here with Anne-Marie Fournier, a middle school English language arts teacher at Anne Arundel County Public Schools Virtual Learning Academy. Anne-Marie, you've participated in these workshops. What was it that made you want to attend?
I hosted Marissa Schultz and some of the colleagues of hers from the Jewish Museum of Maryland for our 8th grade students. They put on a workshop for our students. It was the Holocaust Memory Project online. And I was so impressed not only with their deep historical knowledge, but also the way that they conveyed empathy and compassion.
Now, so you obviously were teaching somewhat about the Holocaust before the workshops. How did they change the way you taught?
I think in the past, it was more limited to the study of the Diary of Anne Frank and maybe supported by historical facts, but it wasn't as deep maybe as it is now with the information that I've garnered from the workshops, kind of taking testimony and artifacts and making the small things big, can make the stories come alive for students and develop that emotional connection and encourage inquiry for students.
What was your biggest takeaway?
Oh, it can just be so overwhelming. The sense of loss and the sense of grief when you're studying this. However, there are these moments of triumph when you examine the little scrap of paper that shows that penmanship lessons were still going on in the camps. Or when you learn about situations of armed resistance and you see people coming together collectively to fight for what's right and rebel against evil. Those are the moments that kind of lift you up from that sense of despair and encourage you to share those stories.
What are the challenges in your classroom about teaching?
Maybe you have teachers who might not necessarily feel as knowledgeable about the topic and they don't want to be offensive. And I would say that access to professional development that doesn't always come at a cost to teachers is important. Access to high quality resources. I would say those things are really important.
Do you have any stories from your classroom about the impact this is having?
Pretty much every time we've invited JMM and they do the Holocaust Memory Project, students are like, they have like, this is impactful because I'm learning about this individual person. And this is so much more impactful to hear about, you know, that one individual person and how they were impacted and what's their story and, you know, say they survived and moved to the United States and to like take that individual narrative is huge, especially when you're working with adolescents.
Why is it so important to teach about the Holocaust?
If we all hope to live in a just and peaceful and healthy world, I think that's a vision that we have to continuously work toward. And I think we also need to see, you know, what are the warning signs when the world that we hope to live in is kind of going in the other direction? What are the stages of decay that we need to look out for when not everyone is being treated as they should, or when society is in upheaval? How can we work together to correct that? And I think in order to kind of see our present clearly, we really do need to study our past.
So beautifully said. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and for sharing this with us today.
Thank you.